This Lessons Learned is about the dead. I learned 3 things by losing lots of family members when I was very, very young and going to funerals and wakes. The first is that those people are not there, and funerals and services and wakes and viewings and formal gatherings are about us more than they are about the people who will never know what happened. Number 2, I learned, therefore, in life, let people know who are special to you, whose wake or viewing or service you may otherwise attend. If you, my friend, happen to go before I go, this is how I'll feel, and this is what I'll do. And number 3, we need to find ways in every day that those people who have gone on before are still with us. And in that, we know that we transform, but we don't really leave. I have never attended a wake, a viewing, or a service, or any of the Sisters of St. Joseph who taught me, who had me in homeroom, who held me, who sheltered me, and who educated me. They're not there. I have written letters that the Monsignors and the other sisters have read at the funerals and viewings, but I've never dropped everything to go. Do I believe in bury the dead, one of the Beatitudes in Catholic faith? Sure, but I don't necessarily believe we have to be the ones to dig the ditch, if you will, or scatter the ashes, which really isn't allowed, or bury the urn, or pick the ashes up from the crematorium, if you will. I learned that how we grieve and how we handle what we do is about us, not really about the people who have left. Every dog I have had ashes or body buried in one place, and that place is right behind me. And this is the tree I'd like to share with you that has bloomed, this Trinitaria, as how loving that biscuit is right here. And this tree is the gravesite, if you will, of all of my dogs here in Puerto Rico. It's actually one of the corners of the triangle of the Bermuda Triangle with Miami and Bermuda. And I look at this beautiful bush that has begun and prospered and flourished because of, I guess, the organic material underneath. But the spirit, I believe, lives on. And there are many priests making posts these days about, are there dogs and cats in heaven? And that's not going to be the purpose of this post. The purpose of this post is to share with you my lessons learned that I just gave, numbers 1, 2, and 3. And to continue about number 3, I found a poem and a prayer that really helps me understand the ways that I can continue to participate in the energy of those who have gone before, like the Sisters of St. Joseph, whose wakes and funerals and services I have not attended. They don't know I'm there. They don't know I'm not there. I believe in letting them feel special while they're alive and telling them how blessed I am and grateful I am from what they've taught me while they're alive. Some of you know my dear friend, Super Betty, Bernadette O'Brien, and I've told her, tell your family that when you leave us, if you go before I do, I'm not going to go to your service. I'm not going to show up there. I would be a basket case and I would serve no good to anyone. You know now, Super Betty, on the road with me, how much I love you and what I feel about you, and let there be no doubt I will tell you what I feel about you. But for a formal service where you won't be there, count on your family and tell them now not to be shocked when your friend in life, your cohort and pal and companion and co-presenter and colleague Lawrence doesn't show up. You might have to find Lawrence that day, because I don't think you're going to find me around you unless, who knows, tell God your plans and God laughs. I leave first, who knows. So I want to share with you all this wonderful poem and prayer I have learned, and I repeat it when friends leave, when friends transform, when I feel lonely, and when I find, and yes I do, that my father and brother and grandmother and so many other relatives have come back in some way to visit. I do know and have found through my life how each continues to come and visit. Now I just invite you to listen to this poem. And if you don't know it, it's a huge lesson learned about the people who pass on in physical form before we do.
Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift, uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die.